A poor man was going through a very rough patch in his life. He was sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. All he wanted was a miracle to change his life, but he didn't know that a miracle was already looking for him. One day, while going through the classified section of the newspaper, he saw a job ad. The position sounded interesting. The pay was great, and the benefits were fantastic. It said that the position required someone who was honest, loyal, and trustworthy. It also said that only people with a bachelor's degree need apply. The poor man had all the required qualities and a bachelor's degree in economics, so he decided to apply for the job. Soon he got a call from the company saying that they wanted to hire him. Overjoyed, he rushed to the company. When he got there, he was ushered into a room where a panel of 5 men were sitting behind a long table. They asked him a few questions about his past work experience and then told him to wait while they made their decision. After deliberating for a while, one of the men spoke up and said, "We want to hire you, but there is one problem." The poor man's heart sank. Was there something wrong with his qualifications? Had he said something wrong in the interview? Was there another candidate who was better than him? Eager to know what was troubling them, he asked, "What is it?" The man leaned forward and said in a low voice, "We want you to pass a lie detector test before we can hire you." The poor man was taken aback. He didn't know how to take this. Was this normal procedure for new employees? Did they suspect that he was lying in the interview? Before he could ask any questions, the man continued, "If you agree to the test, we will hire you immediately. If you refuse, we will have to let you go." The poor man was desperate to get this job. His financial situation was getting worse by the day, and his family was depending on him. On the other hand, he had never taken a lie detector test and didn't know how it was done or if it was really 100% accurate. Still, he wanted this job badly, so after thinking about it for a while, he finally agreed to take the test. The 5 men exchanged glances. One of them stood up and said, "Very well, Mr. Applicant, we will begin the test." The first question he asked was, "Are you the kind of person who tells the truth?" Puzzled by the question, the poor man replied, "Yes." "Good," the man said with a smile. "That's all we wanted to know." The poor man couldn't believe it. That was it? He had passed the lie detector test. They told him that they were impressed by his honesty and asked him when he could start working. The poor man was over the moon. He thanked them profusely and told them that he could start right away. He went home that evening and told his wife about the job. She was so happy that she cooked his favorite meal to celebrate. As he ate, he thought about how his life was finally going to change. From the next day onwards, he started working at the company. He loved his job. It was challenging and rewarding at the same time. Plus, the pay was great. He was so engrossed in his work that he forgot all about the lie detector test. One day, one of his co-workers came up to him and asked, "How did you pass the lie detector test?" The poor man was taken aback. He hadn't told anyone about the test, and certainly not something to brag about. But his curiosity got the better of him, and he asked, "What do you mean?" His co-worker leaned closer and whispered, "Everyone who works here knows that the first question during the lie detector test is, are you the kind of person who tells the truth? If the candidate says yes, he passes the test. No one has ever failed it." The poor man was shocked. So the company had tricked him into taking the job, but now that he was in, he wasn't going to make it easy for them. He started working harder than ever before. Within a year, he was promoted twice and became the youngest manager in the company. The company had made a big mistake by hiring him. The moral of the story: never judge a book by its cover. You may think that you're fooling others, but chances are they are one step ahead of you. Always remember to trust your gut instincts. Something felt wrong about the job, but he ignored his feelings and ended up almost getting fooled.